Hi campers, welcome back to the channel. It's like a holiday camp up here. This wasn't my intended destination. A couple of things went wrong. I'll tell you about it when we get camping. But tonight we're camping next to a haunted castle. So come on, let's go camping. Welcome back folks. I'm just setting up, but there's aliens going through the woods. Like I said earlier, folk coming down there, the place is heaving. They're all going for a dip or something, so there must be a bit of water down there. I don't know if they're all college students, but that's about 20 so far. They all got heat torches and they all got... You ever seen Men in Black, the first one, when they're on the cycle and they've all got the like a electric suit that all lights up, different colours. Well, they're all coming down. You can hardly see it. I'll show you this bad boy in a wee minute. She's back in a wee minute folks. And welcome back folks. What a job that was getting that up. As you can see. Look at the guy who roped in, it's actually stood there. I don't think there's going to be any wind tonight. I've got myself a new tent. It's a Hyena. Hyena 2. So, a bit bigger than, I could actually virtually sit up in that. It's a bit bigger than the Fox. But what I liked about it, that, you can see the doors. It's got a vestibule. Put a couple of wee bits of black bags together. So I've ordered a metre by metre tarp, so that'll sit in there. So tonight folks, I've got a couple of cans of Cobra Kai, made famous by the villain in the Karate Kid. That's what he named his gym after. I've got a wee bottle of Merlot there. Wee chicken tikka slice for... I've had that. I think I've had that in about every camp for the last 3 camps. Same with them. The squares, I've had them. I've not had them because I always eat them. I've got it's no whiskey tonight, there's about 120ml in that. I've got some brandy. I've got the cooking stuff so I can cook in the vestibule. A lot of stuff for tea, and for dinner tonight is a tin of stewed steak and gravy with sweet and tangy barbecue beans, cowboy style. Be farting like anything tonight. Can't wait. As I was saying, you can't see them out there, the lights on, but they just keep coming. There's there must be about 30 odd folk out there now, because the car park was rammed when I came here. Absolutely rammed. Luckily enough, I thought they had already been up, so I thought, geez, says they might be going away. But no, they're all there. I don't know if I can't see them skinny dipping. But I don't know if it picks it up in the background, you can hear them all. I don't see any more lights coming down the hill. I don't know if it picks it up. I'll put my heat torch on or not. Look over here. So this is Castle Campbell. Doors are locked. My light's no shining it up enough. But I've never been spooked in a camp before. But see the amount of leaves that are falling and going through the branches, and all the must be the, I was going to say gerbils there. You get that gerbil out of here. All the squirrels and whatever else is out here making some racket. It's actually making me a bit jumpy, and I've never been jumpy in a camp. Right. What am I going to hay? Ken what? I'm not going to cook now. I'll cook a wee bit later because I'm not hungry now. I went down. Ken what? I'm going to open a can. That's been only 4 minutes I've been yapping on. So I'll let you go. Flies are attracted. Jenny Longlegs attracted me later. So I'll let you go. I'm going to crack open a can and I'll hear a wee blather about the day and where I was going camping, how it never worked. See you in a bit. Welcome back, folks. What I didn't say, I treated myself to a tent. It was actually I've been looking for tents because, as I say, the fox, it's good, but it's just not cutting it if I can't cook. And when it gets to the winter, this wee area I'll be able to cook in. So I've upgraded a few things. I've got a new tent, that was only £55. I've reviewed a few, and I was looking at cairngorms, Berghaus cairngorm, I was looking at Vangos, and they were all 120 or 150, and this was 55. And because it's OEX, just like my other one, I was looking at reviews and folks saying, good tent. The only thing, the poles are carbon fibre rather than aluminium, and I had to get the wee, I don't know if you can see it there, the wee bits, the wee pin into the bottom of the, it's like the Eurohike that I've got. You had to actually bend the poles double over each other. So, as well as a new tent, there's a new sleeping mat. It's a Bestway, that was about £43. They retail for about £59, but they've got a R rating of 4.9, so it reflects the body heat. So I need that for the winter. Still got the season, that's like a season 2. It's comfy down to 1 degree, well, 6, and then the middle bit is 1, and then extreme is like 9. But you don't want to get past the comfort really. So I hate investing in a new sleeping bag. I'm looking at one that was a season 3. That'll do me to almost, but if I buy a season 3 I need to buy a season 4 as well for the cold weather. Also treated myself to a wee table, as you see, so I can put that up and I can put my food on it. I've got a new stand for that. What else did I get? That was about it. Oh, sorry. A big beast in a bag. You've seen my bag, my red one that I use. It's a Nepal 65, well that's a Nepal 85. So, 20 litres more. So I can fit a lot more in it. Because of the winter, I need a bigger sleeping bag, and everything just needs to be bigger to keep you warmer. Right, I'll see you in a wee minute, folks. Welcome back to the channel, folks. Second can. What a day. Like I was saying earlier on, I left it a wee bit too late. So, as you've seen what I've got there, I went to go outdoors today. Got myself a new setup. Got the new tent, new table, what else? A couple of wee things. What was the big things I got? A tent, well the new bag and that and all. But, where I was set to go was, after I'd got it all, I went down to South Queensferry. Because the plan was, camp under the Forth Road Bridge. But I couldn't get to it. I was looking all about it. But it's apparently it's a SSSI, which is a site of scientific significance. No, a site of significant scientific interest. So you're not allowed to camp there. And the only way to get to it, if I was doing a stealth camp, was go through, like it was a sheltered housing bit. So I couldn't get to that. And I went along to see, and I was through a marina, so you couldn't get to the, what do you call it, the Queensferry crossing, and there's nature. You can't camp at the rail bridge because it's all concrete and it's straight at the sand. So I had an idea, and because of the bag, it's huge and it's heavy. I thought to myself, we'll get an ideal place. And I deliver up at Dunninglen, and you've got the Dunninglen Bridge, and there's folk camped just off it. So I thought, if I park here, see I'm putting my hand across that camera, casting a shadow. If I park just to the lay-by at the bridge, I could camp down there. It wouldn't be that long to go. I went, right, ideal. Like I said, I left it late, so it was starting to get a wee bit dark. And when I got to there, the cut-off for Dunninglen, cones out, the road is shut past Little Rig, but I knew that, but the cones are out and there's a police sign, police road closed, so there's been an accident on that road. And I had to think of something up quick. I says, I've been up here before, I wasn't going fast, I wasn't going far because the bag was that heavy. I thought, I'll park at the top, what is it? Castle Road. Park at the top Castle Road and walk down, and I'll camp at the castle. I went, ideal. But like I said, there's about 20 or 30. They're all doing it that, there must be a pool down there, and they're all diving up, well, not diving in, but they're all, get Baltic, can you imagine going into that? It's bound to be freezing. So, that's how I ended up here, when I was meaning to camp at the bridges. Okay, she's back in a wee minute. Aloha. Zai Tian, as they say in China. Welcome back, folks. Right. Me and Gillian, last week we went through to Glasgow. I was wanting to have a wee look at there was Tiso blacks and millets. So there's a few camping shops I wanted to have a look at. Just to have a wee look at some of the stuff that they had. You know, unbeknown to us, there was I'm one of these folk, I can't talk without moving my hands. So I can't talk and just go like that. I can't talk without moving my hands. So, pardon, Skibby. We went and got the train, and I got the tickets. It was 50, I can't remember it being £15 or done to Glasgow. £30. I could go down to a pub, £30 tours about half cut. Anyway, went in, and the boy said to us, oh, there's a bit of the line down, going through to Glasgow. See the noises here, the leaves and all that, jeez oh. Anyway, he says, what you better doing is go through. I can still hear all of them up the top there, giggling away. So he says, what you better doing, getting the train to Haymarket, and getting the Haymarket train, the fast link, going through Falkirk and that, to Queen Street. Daft to us, we done that, but when we were coming back, we should have done the exact same. I'm looking down here and the camera's up there, jeez oh. What we done is, we go to the train station, what, 4:20, and walked up for the rail replacement. Gee, I just fucking landed on me there. And the rail replacement, got up there about 4:25, and the boy says Bathgate. He went, aye, the rail replacement. He says, oh, about 20 minutes. 10 to 5 it got there. It dropped us off at, I tell you, I'll say the word and I'll put a wee description underneath, because I'm going to murder the wee Grow Hill or something. And it got us there at 5:30. I mean, I've got the train 10 to 6, goes back to Bathgate at 6:30. We get in the house about 10 to 7. It's 2.5 hours from we went to get a train to we got in the house. Oh my god. But a wee funny bit. Jelly noticed it. I noticed it, but I'm politically correct. Jillian isn't. We walked to we had a drink in the, we had something to eat in the Counting House, brand new, like Witherspoons. It's an old bank, but you're getting a pint for a couple of £, you're getting a good food. If you go anywhere else, it's like £5-6 a pint. Anyway, we came out of there, we were walking round towards Tiso, that's it. And there's two blind folk in front of us, arm in arm, the boy's like that in front and she's behind, and Gillian's like that. That's the blind leading the blind. And I've never seen two, it's the first time I've ever seen in my life two blind folk arm in arm with their stick, with a ball, going like that. The blind leading the blind. See you in a few minutes, folks. Aloha. You'll not believe what I've done. Sorry. I brought the wrong gas canister out with me. It's not a screw in for the OEX. It's like a clip, and I can't even remember buying that. I bought two. I thought they must have been they sat next to each other, because I've got two of them, and they were both out to go outdoors. So I've looked at one of them, and it's got this. See, I'm doing that again. Of course, it's got the screw in. So I just lifted two of them. I mean, I was looking at my box of camping stuff tonight. Says, right, I need my gas canister. Put that in. I put the wrong one in. That's what I'm eating now. I've ate one of the wee pork pies, so I can't cook tonight. Oh my god, I was looking forward to that tonight, you know. Oh, excuse me. Luckily I'm not. We've got another wee pork pie. I've got a packet of beef jerky, a Yorkie, packet of salt and vinegar, and a chicken tikka slice, so that'll hate do me. I'll not go hungry anyway. If I did, it would take me about, what, 20 minutes to walk down there. 15 minutes. I could walk into the dollar, get something to eat. I ain't walked in there, no chance. So, nice Merlot. It was just after my last video. I'm gutted there. For the wee vestibule, I would have been stinking with stew and beans. That's when you were a wee laddie, you were watching cowboy films. Eh, the metal tin and scraping it off. That'd have been good. I'll hate to wait till another. Well, I don't think Carly and David would have been happy if I did that night, because I've been farting in the canteen and I've stunk the place out. Stink the place out anyway, but it doesn't matter whatever I eat. Right folks, third can, I've still got another can there. I've still got a wee bit of brandy, half bottle of the old El Dorado. She's back in a wee minute. Bonjour. Welcome back folks. It is 10 o'clock. I've got the dregs in a can left and I've got one can left. So I'll probably be in my bed at 11 o'clock. Still not doing it all. So, here's a wee question for you. What's a pirate's favourite letter? If he says R, you think about R, but his first love would be the sea. Bonjour. See you in a bit. Welcome back folks. One can left. Will I hit it or will I not? As you can see from this perspective, the big bag, that's actually a half decent vestibule. So, the tarp will come in about next week. This is a big tent I can set up, can do cooking. I thought that sounded like a gate. See you in a minute folks. Good morning everybody. 8:30. Woke up about the back of 7 but I just lay for a wee while. I'm gonna get all this wrapped up because it's forecast is for rain, so I want to get wrapped up. I'll probably make myself a cup of coffee. I just want to get everything wrapped up before this rain starts coming down. Had a decent enough sleep, as you can see. Hyena 2. Decent size of tent in the daylight. It was virtually dusk when I got here. Oh, that's the rain coming on. You feel it now, as you see. Castle Campbell, or Castle Doom as they call it. It's meant to open, is it April to September, 10 o'clock to 4, so I've delivered once or twice to it. As you've seen where the car park is, that's where you hate to park the van and you walk all the way down here. So there's no way, there is a way, I don't know how they get their car, but I have seen a car, so there must be some way they get here. But I have no idea how they get down here. Right. I'm going to get packed up and I'll probably get that coffee on the go. See you back in a wee minute folks. Welcome back folks. There's a bag with its cover just about done. So, what do you think? See if anybody wants to get into the camping. £55 for that tent. Ideal. What would I say though? The wee shepherd crook tent pegs. Not very good at all. About half if less the size of my OEX tent pegs. I got them off eBay. No, it was Temu. See them? Y-shaped. A couple, about 3 or 4, but far better than the Shepherd Crook. They held my tarp when I was at Kincardine, and that was a bit blustery. So tent pegs aren't good. Overall quality of the tent, can't knock it. 5,000 hydrostat head, so tents don't go really above 5,000. So no matter how much rain falls, you'll dry. Enough room. Says a two-man tent. Two-man tent's really for a man and his dog, or a man and his equipment. So if you got a two-man tent, it does one person. You got a three-man tent, it does two people. And you know how that goes. I don't like that. So I was going to make a cup of tea, but what I'm going to do, I'm going to go into Dollar. I'll see if there's a couple of wee cafes. The Avery, I think it's Cafe 65. So I'll see if I can get something to eat. I might get a breakfast, I don't know. So I never drank that can last night, so that's a first in the channel. I'll hate to put that in the calendar. Never drunk the last can. I never said good night. I was shattered. I was really tired. So I'll have this cleared up, and as usual, leave no trace. What I did hear somebody says, I'll take all the poles out, but leave the inner tied, and then you don't need to do the outer and inner. You can just have it all as one. So I'll get that away. I'll see you in a couple of minutes. That'll take me 2 or 3 minutes to pack that down and fit it in the sack. See you in a wee minute, folks. Welcome back, folks. As you can see, got the bag on my back. That's where I was camping. Leave no trace. Right, here's Castle Campbell. Why did I say it was haunted? Well, it's meant to be haunted by a Pictic princess or maiden of the well who was imprisoned here, according to stories. She's sent to haunt the well, and the surrounding area is named after her. The Burn of Sorrow and Burn of Care. Legend has it, a guy called Edwin says that he's going to capture the princess who's meant to appear as a beautiful young woman near the well, and then try to capture her around. So that's why it says it was a haunted castle. But it was a wee bit spookish because the amount of leaves that were dropping hitting the tent and hitting the surrounding area, you could hear creaking over the place. So it was actually quite nice. That was a good camp. And I said earlier on about all the folk, I thought it was all students. There was actually some young family there as well, because there was young kids coming up. So what I'm going to do, I usually just take the walk back to the car. I've got the waterproofs on, so we're all good to go. And what I'm going to do, that's where I've done some of the videos, the wee chair there. That's the way out. But that way down there must be a pool where they were all at. So that's where I'm going down. I'm going down to see what the pool's like. So, see you in a wee minute, folks. I would say that might be the pool they were talking about. It's actually quite nice. But how do they get down to that? It might not be that. It might be another pool. It might be a pool further down there. I'll have a look down because it looks like there's no access, especially when there was young kids there. There's no way you're going to get down there. So, just keep going. We'll see what's in the words Creedence Clearwater Revival up around the bend. And this is as far as you can go. So it must have been that bit back there. They must have, see where the water's flowing in. You can't get down to the sides of the pool, so you must be walking down by the waterfall. I've no idea. It looks pretty sketchy to me. Right, let's get back going up here, folks. See you in a wee minute. So we're back at this wee bit, the pool. I can only think, no way. If anything, that wee bit over there, just there, maybe they were dipping in there because that's all, you can walk down there, but down there looks like there's a 5-foot drop. There's no way you're dropping off of that. You end up breaking your ankle on a rock or that below, so I'm thinking it's probably in there, and there they were. That's far too dangerous down there. If there was a way to get down there safely, probably aye. Right, I'll see you in a wee minute, folks.
In the sunlight we find our glow. Every moment love starts to flow. With every heartbeat we intertwine. Together forever, your hand in mine. We rise above, leave our fears behind. Here in our world, everything's right. Wrapped in the warmth of our endless light. Together we're stronger, hearts in sync. In this happiness we never sink. Dancing through life, lost in this trance. With every step I take a chance. Your laughter echoing, a sweet serenade. In this good vibe, we'll never fade. Pure and divine. Here in our world, everything's right. Wrapped in the warmth of our endless life. Together we're stronger.
Welcome back to the channel, folks. That was another interesting camp. Like I said, raining now, so I've just got everything packed away just in time. I don't like trying to pack stuff away when I'm in the tent, but luckily with that one I can pack everything inside the tent, and the only thing I need to pack outside the tent is the actual tent itself. So I can get the waterproof on, get my bag ready, get a big black sack on, the waterproof cover on the bag, and we're already good to go. You see, that was a nice wee walk down there to see what it was like, but I wouldn't fancy dipping in there at night. How cold would that have been? Jeez, oh, I shrivel up enough, never mind going into the cold water. So, until our next camp, folks, that's all, folks.